All right, let's talk about cover. So, learning how to count cards actually isn't that hard. The hard thing about counting cards, especially for serious money, is convincing the casino that you are not a threat and that they should allow you to continue to play. Some people say that card counting is dead because the casino will just catch you and throw you out. But they're completely wrong. Card counting is more alive than ever before because there are so many different casinos around the world now. You just have to spread your action around a bit. All right. So, how do you not get fired, as my friend once put it? Enter the world of cover. Cover is one way that counters try to avoid getting backed off, banned, or trespassed. Basically, cover is intentionally making a mistake in order to convince your opponent, the casino, that you are a losing player. There are broadly two types of cover: playing cover and betting cover. Playing cover is making a mistake, that is, choosing a lower EV play rather than the higher EV alternative. For example, you could make a common basic strategy error like staying on ace-7 versus 10, or not doubling ace-8 versus 6, or not splitting 9-9 versus 8. Or you might take even money, or avoid splitting tens when the count calls for it. These are all forms of playing cover. Ian Anderson wrote Burning the Tables in Las Vegas, and he had his own unique strategy that was incredibly cover intensive. He played for very high stakes and used heavy cover to disguise his win rate. While Anderson's strategy is certainly very interesting and the book's a great read, I personally strongly recommend against any playing cover. Most casino staff can't tell a good play from a bad one anyway. And if your game is being hawked by a counter catcher, throwing in a few intentional errors isn't going to fool them. So all you're doing at the end of the day is costing yourself EV. On the other hand, I do recommend employing a reasonable amount of betting cover. I like to appear like a natural gambler. So let's say I bet 2 times 50, and then the true count skyrockets to true 5, and my ideal bet is now 2 times 300. Well, I'm not just going to bet 2 times 300, not usually. But if I win my 2 times 50, then I'm going to press my winnings so I'm at 2 times 100. And again, if I win, I press. I go to 2 times 200. Now, if you do a double down and you win that, you can just press the whole thing. So I get there eventually to where my ideal bet is, as determined by the true count in my bet spread. But sometimes it takes a while, and if you're losing hands, then you don't really want to press while you're losing because this is atypical behavior for a gambler. So it can take some time, but that's fine. Conversely, if I need to decrease my bets, I'll usually do so on a loss, and dramatically if I need to, because it's not as suspicious to start over small as it is to hop straight from 2 times 50 to 2 times 300. Most importantly, you don't want to appear like a system player. You want to look like you don't really care about what your bet is. You're just playing. The most important thing is to just act normally when you're at the blackjack table. Act like you belong there, which you do. I recommend not talking very much, since you will usually end up saying something stupid that hurts you. Definitely never show off your blackjack knowledge. I don't even like helping ploppies if they ask what the right play is. It's just not the look you want. In general, silence is good, or maybe a few terse responses. You don't want the fish to befriend you. You want them to leave so you can play heads up against the dealer. Now, if the pit boss chats you up, then you have to be very responsive. Talk to them. Really talk to them. Stop counting and min bet if you have to, and you probably do. There will be other shoes. What you don't want is to look like someone who is hyper focused on the game. Most people are pretty happy to have a pit boss chat them up. Keeping your sessions short can be another good way of flying under the radar. Get in, get the money down, and then get out before anyone realizes anything is happening. If you're playing for high stakes, then you can afford to rotate through various gambling regions. Always try to avoid shift changes. Never play rated, and avoid showing your ID whenever possible, even if it means carrying around a huge man purse full of cranberries. Thanks for watching my video, and if you would like to see more content like this, then please like and subscribe.